Had a little bit of a rain-snow mix earlier this morning, but now it's all rain. But it is a bit on the colder, if not chillier side, so to say, as we're at 39 degrees and the light drizzle still continuing across the Magic City. Here's First Warn Sky Tracker Doppler radar. Much of that is being picked up on radar, and we are also getting a bit of a wintry mix at Lake Metagoshen in the Turtle Mountain region, but this will continue and to push eastward for tonight. But this is not the big story. The big story is what's going to be happening tomorrow with the snow transition. But for your evening, your travel should be fine. Yes, we're going to have the drizzle, a bit cloudy and chilly, but traveling is okay for now. But tomorrow and Thursday, that is when we will have our first impactful winter storm of the season and our first accumulating snow of the season as well. Winter storm warnings remain in effect for Renville, Ward County on westward. Winter storm watch east of Ward County into the Turtle Mountains and down south through the capital city region. This warning will continue through Friday morning as the snow is likely to end by then. But what are we looking at? Well, one wave of snow coming through northwestern North Dakota and Montana for tonight. For Wednesday morning, especially our northern and western counties in North Dakota, likely getting in on some periods of heavy, wet snow. So impacts are going to be moderate then, but notice as we go into your Thursday, widespread accumulated snow across the First Warn viewing area before the storm exits the region on Friday. Here's a look at the snow forecast, and still in agreement that Minot, potentially a foot or more of snow. Anyone in northern North Dakota has that potential of at least a foot of heavy wet snow. Now this will be changing as the storm evolves, but it's evolving stronger, which means that we are going to still have a good likelihood of a foot or more of snow. You'll notice the 6-inch potential everywhere across all of northern North Dakota, as well as that 8-inch snow potential. It's going to be in two waves. We'll get the first wave on Wednesday, and then the second wave comes in on Thursday, and those two waves are going to give us that 12-inch potential, if not more, across the Magic City. In the upper left corner of your screen, you'll see Minot for now at 8 to 14 inches of snow accumulation before the storm pushes out Thursday night. Let's time it out for you. Notice tonight, Montana, far northwestern North Dakota after midnight, but you'll notice for your morning commute, possibly a wintry mix gradually transitioning over to snow for the Magic City, and that is going to continue. You may get a brief break or two from the heavier snow bands, but still nonetheless, you'll notice we get a little bit of a break late Wednesday night, but it returns again with that second wave pushing through for Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, and Thursday evening. Remember, the falling snow is going to be exiting the region Thursday night into Friday, but it's going to be downright cold after that, folks. So keep in mind, we're going to have highs in the 20s, single digits, and teens for our lows after this. And Joe, a lot of folks wondering about the melting. We're not talking too much about the melting right now. Yes, there will be some melting to start, but it's going to be cold after that. So snow will stick around for a bit, but warmer air should be on the way in the coming weeks.
Well, that was a nice couple of weeks of fall that we had. Thank you so much, Henry.